Hi, I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
And Gavin is still away from us.
Spending
I
time with
mean,
his family.
I know who who does that.
I don't know. What? Why would you do that, man?
I even know.
So rude.
I know, right? So this week this is the final episode of 2025.
Yes,
We are going to be
and we're taking the rest of
saying
the year off. Ha
see you next year.
ha.
See you next Wednesday. But yeah, so we've had same thing with similar to Thanksgiving. We always have issues. There's only X amount of movies really about New Year's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
And
we did them year one.
yes, and we
we
recap
can
some of
always
them year two, and
you can only
some
review
year three.
New Year's Day movie so many times.
Yeah,
After a while, it turns into Groundhog's Day.
I will still say forever that 200 Cigarettes is still probably one of the best New Year's Eve movies out there, and it's got just an insane cast. But I look every time I try to find it, it's like not available anywhere. I guess unless you pay for it.
No, screw that.
Yeah, because it promotes smoking.
Yeah, darn it. So because New Year's, this was Gavin, I'll let you introduce this one because this was kind of your idea.
So, kind of what I wanted to talk about here, or for us to get in, is everyone all the time comes up with a resolution. Last year my goal was to was to lose 20 pounds. I've only got 25 more to go, and
Nice.
so,
You're
Real
well on
so
your
progress.
way.
yeah, I figured it would be a good thing for us to kind of we could recap. We could do a little recap of this year. Unfortunately, we did have a lot of celebrities that passed. And also, on top of that, maybe, what we look forward to doing in the new year, new movies that are coming out, kind of getting, and then maybe like our own personal reflection of, what are our resolutions this year? And mine is to spend less time with Patrick. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But anyway,
That should just be a goal for everyone
I like
all
it.
year round.
Spend less time with Patrick and go. Let's
and
start
spend.
early. We'll see you
Start
later.
early.
You sound like my parents.
Big
You know what,
gulps,
this,
huh? See
you know
you
what, I'm gonna
later.
make this move. I'm making this move permanent.
So yeah, we did we'll start out with kind of like a quick recap how everything went first. So that I mean this year was very busy. We had the second film festival, the
Yeah.
animation one. We met more and more people. So and we saw how fast it went between April and now, and April's now
Right.
right around the corner. So end of April, beginning of May. So
And I turn 41 next week.
yeah, yeah,
Aw.
yeah. Gavin turns 41 next month.
Tomorrow, the way this fucking
Yeah.
year is going.
Yeah. Well, see you later. But no, we had a lot of good things, going on. We did a lot of more or different type interviews as well, like more distant ones in Australia and everything like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
And all
took our
around. So
interviews. Took our interviews international, baby.
that's
Yeah.
right. That's right. We've gone to other countries.
We've gone glad.
But yeah, and also recap, like you said, about the all the passings that happened, especially really
Rob Reiner.
recently.
Yeah, that's a big one. It's kind of we've with my parents here, we watched they did and it was a quick turnaround on it. So, he passed, and then like 3 days later they had a tribute to him that a bunch of people came in. Corey Feldman and Meg Ryan sent some write-ups in, Billy Crystal,
Fred Savage
Who-
better be one of them.
Fred, he wasn't. I don't remember him sending anything into the interview, but I believe Kevin Bacon was on there as well.
Mhm. Yeah, there was. I mean, a lot of people went through, but I'm looking up this list, and they happen, and you remember when they happened, but then you go
Yeah.
back, and you're like, oh God, I forgot that person, that
Gene
person,
Hackman
that
and his wife.
Oh, we were about to do the in memoriam part of the episode already.
Well, we just want to for 2025. We're talking
Yeah.
about Diane Keaton.
You don't
Malcolm
go
Jamal
forward and
Warner,
then go back.
Robert Redford,
Yeah.
Gil Gerard. That one, the most recent one, Gil Gerard. That one hurt my heart That was Buck Rogers.
Oh,
I love that show.
Rob Reiner hurt me.
Well, Rob Reiner, no, they all hurt. They all suck. Like, don't get me
Yeah.
wrong, none of them are good. But seeing the Gil Gerard one, I'm like, and he didn't do like he did a lot of like TV stuff.
Mm.
But that's what I always remember as a kid. Buck Rogers was like one of my favorite shows as a kid, and Aaron Gray in there was phenomenal.
Remind me after recording to show you a robot chicken skit about Buck Rogers.
Anthony Greery, Carl Carlton. Yep, Rob Reiner and his wife.
We have Michelle Trachtenberg,
Yep.
Val
Wait,
Kilmer.
I'm sorry. Michelle Trachtenberg died?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I didn't hear that.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
like a while back. That was what,
Yeah.
back in the summer, was it maybe? Or
Oh no, what happened to my sweet, sweet Michelle Trachtenberg?
February.
Oh,
well, yeah,
damn.
it was that early.
It was I want to say it was complications to a liver transplant.
Yeah, I
I
think
think-
I think she had some issues there. Yeah, but Val Kilmer though.
Yeah.
I
Yep,
mean,
Val
that was-
Kilmer, Hulk Hogan.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
oh my God, hang on a second. Keep talking. We'll go. I'm just gonna kind of go through these here.
But
Ozzy Osbourne.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. I was like, it was a musician, but I know I was
Yeah,
like, who was it? It was a really good musician that I liked.
That one,
I mean, everybody-
that one was hard, but it was also like it was kind of poetic because he wanted to do one last concert, so he took himself off of all his medication that was
Mhm.
essentially keeping him alive. And
Yeah.
then I think it was like 2 months after that concert that he did, he passed.
Well, and it also, I mean, he was of a higher age, and with all the stuff that he's done, it was.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things. Like, yes, death is not good, but there's some that you're like, I could kind of see how this could have happened. It's like,
yeah. Like I hate to be a little bit crass, but Tim, you seen Tim Curry lately? He's
yeah, he looks bad.
yeah, he's not doing
Well,
well.
I mean, he looks bad because he had a massive stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's his name? And that one that someone made a meme of it, and I think it was a little too soon. It was what's his name that played Zed in
Mm.
Pulp Fiction that just recently passed.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't remember his
He was
name.
also the bad guy in The Mask.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
But somebody did a meme in there, and I'm not promoting this for humor by any means,
Mm.
but they said it was like, it's a picture, like a cartoon picture of the girl getting on the bike with Bruce Willis, and
Mhm.
she's like, "Where's Zed? Who's Zed?" And he's like, "Zed's dead, baby.
Ooh.
Zed's dead."
Ooh.
I'm like, "Oh man, that's a little too soon." But there's been a lot of people that passed. We're not downplaying anyone if we don't mention them, but we just want to get a general just before we start getting into the next bit.
Peter Green is who you're talking about.
Yeah. So, well, we talked about death. we talked
Always a
about,
fun start to an
talked about
episode.
success. We talked about death.
Yeah.
On with the show.
I know it's been 2 weeks, but I'm still really pissed about that Hallmark movie I watched.
I know.
If I was in that movie, I would be emailing IMDb on a daily basis, asking them to remove me from the credits.
Well, they talk, and also like to your point when you said resolutions, because a lot of people make resolutions for the new year,
Mhm.
and I personally, I don't make resolutions. I don't say, hey, I'm gonna start doing something January 1st. Well,
Yeah, I'm the
what I
same
do-
way.
What I do is I set goals for each year. So, I mean, I may say, okay, I'm starting this goal in March, or I'm starting this. It may start in January. You never
Mhm.
know. But I don't say I'm going to drop this X amount of weight, by this time. Or if I do say that, I'm going to have a plan. It's not going to be like I'm not going to do anything that I know I'm not going to accomplish,
Mm.
or that's going to be difficult for me to actually say. Like I'm going to work out every day at 3 a.m. for 7 hours.
Mhm.
That's just not possible. So I'm not going to.
That's how Planet Fitness stays around. 5,000 people join in one day, and 20 people show up for a week, and then 5 people show up for the next 2 months.
But when I looked up, I looked up a thing on here. It says, movies about resolutions. They say, not just about the word resolution. It says here, often focus on personal transformation, overcoming obstacles, finding purposes, or making amends.
See, when you added in the description, the movie I thought of went right out the window, because you said resolutions. I thought of Resolute, and then I thought of National Treasure. That's how my brain works.
Well, he overcome some obstacles.
Yeah.
That he
you
did.
know. He got chased down, but this one gives kind of like a laydown of what, according to the Googles on the internets, when they name those types of transitions or overcoming, they said things like the pursuit of happiness. I don't know if you've seen that with Will Smith.
I've heard of it, never seen it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really good. Groundhog
Bruce
Day.
Almighty.
Bruce
Yeah.
Almighty.
Evan Almighty.
Yep. It says Groundhog Day, self-improvement loop.
Yeah.
On a loop.
Technically, it's only self-improvement halfway through the movie. Like there is like
Yeah.
a good 20 minutes where it's like he learns from like the drunks, be like, if there was no tomorrow, I'd do whatever the hell I want. And then he just starts doing whatever the hell he wants.
Well, did you ever see that movie? Oh, before I say that, this one also has, and this was really good. The Shawshank Redemption, Hope and Freedom. That's a good resolution to have, and he accomplished that goal.
Yeah. By crawling a mile through human shit.
Yep. Yeah, you do what you got to do.
Oh,
Came out
poor
clean
Andy
on the other
Dufresne.
side.
Yep. But I was thinking of like that movie. Did you ever see it with Simon Pegg, Run Fat Boy Run?
No, I've heard of it.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
It's kind of like a.
Is that the one with David Schwimmer?
No, I don't
Oh.
think so. He might be. I only saw it maybe twice, and that's when it first came out, and that was a long time ago.
Mm.
It was like early mid 2000s. But it's basically he commits to running a marathon, and he's out of shape in the movie. He's kind of like not like a Shaun of the Dead type character, but he doesn't have a lot of drive, but he commits, and I can't remember what the reasoning for him committing to doing this is, but he ends up doing it. But it's like, I think in the movie, and this is why I think it's a little bit over the top or unrealistic, is that he does train for the marathon, which is great, but in like the first mile or two, he messes up his ankle, like sprains his ankle, but he finishes the other, because what is a marathon, 26.2
5.
or
Something
26.5?
like that.
Because 13.1, I believe, is half a marathon.
Mhm.
So you do like 22 miles running on a sprained ankle. I don't see how that's really possible.
It's definitely not going to be comfortable.
And it's kind of like, well, it's kind of like that guy, that one kid in the Long Walk.
Oh God.
Now I've finally seen it,
Oh yeah.
where he has that sprained ankle, and he's like, he's just
No,
still
it's not
walking
sprained. It's broke.
or broken.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's freaking. He's walking on his ankle, not his foot.
yeah, that's right. I couldn't do that. I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. There's no way.
Well, when there's a loaded M16 behind me, I'm going to find the energy to walk on a
First of all, I'm not going to accept that invite to do that or that, because it was all voluntary.
Yeah. So there's like an entire like scene where they're like, it's not actually voluntary. Do you know of anyone who doesn't try and do this?
Yeah. No, I was telling Gavin when we saw it, and I won't get into this as a topic for our show, but I did say if you watch it, kind of remind me a combination of The Hunger Games meets Squid Games.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Only like I said, this one's for the riches and everything, but yeah. So if you get a chance, I mean, Run Fat Boy Run is kind of funny. It's not Simon Pegg's greatest movie. I think what happened was it was right in the height of Simon Pegg time.
Okay,
when
yeah.
he was-
David Schwimmer was in that movie.
Okay. And so, it's like right in the height of it. So he's, it was Simon Pegg, and they basically just throwing him in anything.
Hmm.
And he took this role. And so it was like, okay.
He did Shaun of the Dead, and then for some reason everyone's like, oh, well, you're a talented actor, writer, and director.
Well, he did Hot Fuzz.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Oh, I do too.
It's just damn shame. I love
And
these
then
guys.
Paul.
Yeah. Yep, Paul.
I've
Yeah.
never seen that movie. That one looked even too dumb for me.
No, it was decent.
Oh,
It was
it's actually
funny.
really good.
But when you think of, or both of you, when you think of something with an overcoming an obstacle or a resolution, what do you think of?
The Rock.
Okay.
They have to break into Alcatraz.
Well, yeah. We set a goal.
Yeah. And then they had
Scrooged.
to save San Francisco. Scrooged.
Yeah, Scrooge. Basically, any version of A Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
whole
Yeah.
thing's like-
Yeah. Christmas
that's-
Carol is
that's
just
over.
constantly rotating in that one.
Or going back to like Freedom and Hope, the Poseidon Adventure,
Yeah.
which
Oh.
takes place on New Year's Eve.
Oh,
And I've seen
geez, why
both.
don't you just go 2012?
Oh God, that
Or
movie sucked.
2012, sorry.
I will say I like the Gene Hackman version better than the remake.
Oh, yeah. No, it's definitely better. The original was better.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kurt
Let's
Russell.
see.
He did his best.
I'm trying to think like really like redemption type movies or resolution type movies.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's a journey.
Yep.
And well, I would say so for me in Forrest Gump, I would say it's more the Lieutenant Dan story in that
Yeah.
Mm.
for the resolution because he was
Gary Sinise.
yeah, he was bitter and angry because of what happened to him, and then he finds acceptance in that
Then
and
he,
marries a Vietnamese girl.
and he gets new
And-
legs.
Yeah,
And almost and also, the greatest villain, of all time, Jenny.
Oh yeah. Can we just spend the next 10 minutes just swearing at her? Like she's awful.
Jenny.
We was like
Jenny.
peas and carrots. Because I was a gazillionaire. I cut that grass for free.
I like being a gazillionaire. I want to be a gazillionaire one day.
Yeah, I just gotta start a very famous food restaurant business and then invest in Apple when they first came out. And then all I gotta do is put my son on a bus and just sit there for 7 hours until he comes back.
I don't want to make Patrick cry this early in the day, but A Fault in Our Stars.
Fuck you.
I mean, that is
No, I teared up. Don't get me wrong, but it was a mixture. I was crying angry.
Well, you were sad
I
then.
was
Now you're angry.
crying.
You brought it up.
Angry cry?
I was cry angry. Ooh, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, I mean they do have to steal 300 cars in one night, and you get to
Well, I
see
mean, it's
Angelina
also-
Jolie in dreads.
It's
Which
also
she pulls it off.
a redemption story for him and his brother.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, let's think of Yes Man.
Mm.
Yes. Yeah, I like that one.
That's a big change.
Yeah.
He's
Probably
trying to-
2/3 of Jim Carrey movies,
Yeah, right.
to be
Right.
honest. Mr. Popper's Penguins, The Mask. Ooh, 21.
Never
That's
saw
a
that
good
one.
Yep.
But unfortunately, going back to Rod Reiner, The Princess Bride,
Mhm.
Inigo, you killed my father. Prepare
Yeah.
to die, and he kills him. I mean, good for
Harry
him.
Met Sally.
Mm.
They did meet. That's a true story.
Yeah.
City Slickers.
City Slickers,
I've only
yes.
seen that movie.
He's trying to find his happiness. That's the whole reason.
Trying
And
to
his
find
wife says about the
one
one
thing.
thing. That one thing.
Did
Any
ever-
Indiana
did-
Jones
Did my
movie?
brother ever say what that was? No, he was a real bitch, wasn't he?
Yeah. I clearly told you about that one thing, huh? What is it? Something different for everybody.
What a jackass.
I guess you could make like an argument for like any movie as long as it has somewhat of a decent plot of them overcoming an adversity or something like that.
I mean, really, that's the whole point of most movies is the
Yeah.
protagonist has
I mean-
an issue.
I mean-
has
Vicious.
Fuck that movie.
That was a triumph of cinema.
You're out of your goddamn mind.
Now I've made Patrick cry and also extremely angry in 10 minutes. My job's done.
Yes, like it.
Homeward
Remember
Bound?
Oh,
Oh, that's the one with Michael J. Fox as the dog, right?
Yep.
well, he just did the voice of the dog.
Yeah, yeah.
It wasn't Michael
Yeah.
J. Fox as a dog.
Yeah, he just did the voice of the dog. Oh, what is the movie? Is it? It's not The Great Outdoors. Is it The Wilder? It's with Alec Baldwin and the hell is it?
I don't know
right?
that guy. I don't
Hold
know
on.
if two snaps.
Yeah,
Two snaps.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. While you're thinking of that, It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
Since we're still
Oh.
kind of in the holiday time,
All day.
keep going. I'm
that's
looking.
George Bailey. I like George Bailey.
Your brother wasn't there to save those people, George, because you wasn't there to save him.
That's old Mr. Goward. Is that the drunk who slapped his ear? Yes, that's him, Clarence.
I'm still looking it up, but did you know Alec Baldwin was in an episode of Johnny Bravo?
I did not know that, but
I
that
did
doesn't
not know
surprise me. He does anything.
I mean,
I like him as an actor, but he does anything.
He essentially is Johnny Bravo.
Yeah.
Well, apparently he's credited as Alec Baldwin, so I guess he just made a guest appearance.
I did actually. So speaking of this, I did watch a movie recently called Being Charlie. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I found it on Tubi. So I don't know. I'm sure it's on other things, but while you're looking that up, it's
I found it,
basically
so I'm waiting for you to be done.
the plot of the movie. It's about this kid. He comes from a rich family. His father was like an actor, did like movies and stuff, and he's like running for, I can't remember if it's like governor. He's running for some kind of political office, but his son Charlie is a continuing drug addict. Like they put him in rehabs, and he just never does them, or he goes right back to what he does, every time. And he finally goes into this one program, and it starts working, and it's about him trying to grow as himself and get over addiction and everything. And there's a lot of stuff that happens in between, but I don't want to take up
Wait,
too much
that's
time on
Rob
that.
Reiner's movie.
Yeah, I believe, yes, I
That's
believe it is
it's
Rob
yeah,
Reiner.
it's based after his son who anyway.
Read the news, folks.
But no,
You figure it
seriously,
out.
that's Rob Reiner's movie. I remember them talking about that. They were actually talking about that in his tribute. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie, but yeah, they were going over the premise of that and like had both of them in several interviews
Mhm.
about the movie, and it was about his son's, struggle with addiction going across. Yeah, yeah, okay. So
It's
did you
really
like
good.
it?
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was actually pretty good. I mean, it's not a fast paced movie. It's a slow
Yeah.
running thing. The kid goes into, the one rehab. He's kind of forced her. You find out later the father tricks him. He basically says that there's charges on him, like from out of state. And if he
Mm.
doesn't stick to this program for like do the full 30 days and really commit, that a warrant will be out for his arrest. It never was, but you find that out later. So he
Mm.
goes in, meets this girl in there. Like he's addicted to heroin. That's his big drug of choice.
Hmm.
And he's got this buddy of his who's just does like coke and drinks and parties all the time, but he always hangs out with him. But it's like the father doesn't want to let him live back with him, until he's really
Clean
fully
and sober.
clean. The mom is the mom, she wants him to be able to live with him, but the dad's putting his foot down and he's going up for this kind of election in this political,
Mm.
race. So that's why he wants him to finish. But he does end up starting getting over his addiction slowly. And then, he has lapses and stuff. But no, I enjoy it. I recommend if you watch it, check it out.
What was the other one kind of like that with Leonardo DiCaprio?
Oh, Basketball Diaries.
Basketball Diaries. Yeah.
That's with Mark Wahlberg too. He's in that one.
Hmm.
That's a good movie too. That was like one of Leonardo's, like one of his first films. Not
Yeah.
his first, but it was in his
Well,
early
mm.
days.
Yeah.
Like right after all is it all in what that TV show he was on?
Oh, he was on
Growing
Pains.
Pains, yes.
No, I believe it was after that, but I think it was after This Boy's Life, and then I can't remember exactly when it came out. But
I think he did that, and then like Romeo and Juliet and The Beach, all within like 5 years.
yeah.
Oh, The Beach, such a terrible movie.
But what was your movie?
The movie I was thinking of is called The Edge, and Anthony Hopkins is the other person I was thinking of.
Okay.
So have you guys seen this movie?
What is it
I
about?
think I've
again?
seen that.
So Anthony Hopkins is like the CEO of a large corporation. Alec Baldwin is his like right-hand man, best man, all that kind of stuff. And they go to like a winter retreat, just like for the CEO, the VP, and a couple like the friends and family. And they go out on a plane. It crash lands in the middle of like the Alaskan wilderness, and now they have to get back home. And through this through the trek of survival and all that, they find Anthony Hopkins finds out that Alec Baldwin is sleeping with his wife, who, by the way, is about 25 years younger than Anthony Hopkins.
I
And
think
then,
everybody's 25 years younger than Anthony Hopkins at this point.
yeah. But it's like so it's real. I don't want to say powerful, like in like Oscar worthy, but I mean it was really intense. A lot, trying to survive. Anthony Hopkins, he plays his normal Anthony Hopkins roles where he's just really well read and knows how to survive just because he's read all these books. He's like, no, 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 we need to stay warm, stay dry. We need spears because there's a bear that's been, following them this entire movie.
Watch out for them bears, man.
Yeah. So they survive for the movie because of Anthony Hopkins' knowledge, but after he finds out that Alec Baldwin is sleeping with his wife, Alec Baldwin's like, I can kill him and nobody would know. And then take the wife and the company. I don't know. But Anthony Hopkins, once again, master of all knowledge. He's like, I saw that coming. I built a little spike trap for you. Hope you die. And then fucks off. Then he goes home. So he kills Alec Baldwin, if I remember correctly.
And then Beetlejuice brings him back.
Yeah. No,
and
no, I think it was
Enter
part of
Michael Keaton.
I think it was part of the movie where they created like a deadfall or a pit trap for the bear that's stalking them. So they dug like a 4-foot hole and just put a bunch of spikes on the ground. And when to kill the bear, and when Alec Baldwin is trying to kill Anthony Hopkins like knows exactly where his footing is. He's like, "Come over here and get me." And Alec Baldwin forgets about the trap and falls into it. I think he gets a spear through the leg, and Anthony Hopkins does not help him. If I remember correctly, movie came out in '97, and I saw it in 2002, something like that.
Okay. And scene.
Yeah.
You're
Spikes.
telling me there's a chance. Got it.
Yeah.
That you could survive in the wilderness as long as Anthony Hopkins is with you.
Well, basically any breakup movie, because they're always like, I can change, and then they
Hence
do everything
The
they can to
Breakup.
try to change. Yeah,
Yeah.
The Breakup.
Great-
There was like, there's
greatest
always that
comeback.
line, I can change, I can be different. Well, you got to prove it to me, and then they go out and do all these things to try to prove it to them, but they end up finding somebody else they love more by accident, and then they realize that they shouldn't have been with that person originally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many times have we seen that story?
Insert the Hallmark Channel logo. Copy paste.
Right.
Never mention that again. That word is evil here. Not the cards, not the greeting cards. Love them, but it's
Never
what it is.
mention shit covered to me again.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I got a couple in like the back of my head, but I'm trying to.
I had one for
Think of
about
that.
10 seconds, and then it's just like poof out of existence. I think it's just a terrible movie.
Is it a terrible movie?
Probably. It's the only ones I watch.
Any
Nicolas
Rocky?
Cage and The Family Man.
Okay, yeah, yes,
Mm.
yeah,
That's a
Yeah, 'cause
big
that's-
one. Yeah.
yeah. That's when he wakes up and he's like has a different life, right? If I remember correctly.
No, he wakes up and he has he ends up being married to his high school sweetheart, and they have like 2 kids, and they're kind of semi poor. Not like poor, but they're paycheck to paycheck, like every day, trying to make everything meet up. And his life as he had it is he's this big time. I think he's like they do buy companies and dismantle them or something like that.
So it's like Richard Gere and Pretty Woman.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Because he worked for some financial company. I can't remember if it was like brokering deals like that or if it was investing. I can't remember which side of that was. But yeah, he gets shown that he could have had a wife, family, and that kind of changes him inside. And then while we're talking about that, Keanu Reeves in Sweet November.
Yeah.
Basically the same thing, just no family. That was actual real life. This one, they don't say whether or not Nick Cage has a brain aneurysm and it was just all made up, or
Well, that remind me, what happens in Sweet November? I know I've seen it. I'm just trying to remember because there's another Keanu Reeves movie that I'm thinking of, and I don't think it's that one. But
Destination Wedding.
no.
So
I love that
so it's Charlize Theron, and she has cancer.
Okay,
And
that's not what
so-
I'm thinking of. Then.
Yeah, so the ending of it is she blindfolds him and then walks away.
Okay, because there was a movie that he did, and I can't remember the name of it. That's very similar to like the Mighty Ducks. It's like he has to
Oh.
do community service for inner city kids and like play
Yeah.
basketball
Oh, I know what you're
They're
talking
playing
about.
baseball.
or baseball. Yes.
Yeah. Hard something. I'll look it up. Talk
I know
amongst
that- I know.
yourselves.
I know what movie you're talking about.
Yep.
But
But the Mighty Ducks, since we brought that up, I mean,
Yeah.
Emilio Estevez has
Yes.
court ordered to teach a junior hockey league kids how to play hockey, and
and
get
then
them to
they
win.
go on to be Team USA in
And
movie
they,
3.
and they end up naming a actual team after them.
Yeah, it's the Anaheim Mighty
the name
Ducks.
of the movie is Hardball in
Hard- That's
right.
2001. Yeah, that's a tough one too, because one of the kids ends up getting or getting shot from a drive-by.
Mhm.
I almost said that's good times. It's not good times when kids get shot.
Well, no,
No.
I'd hype. I don't think it's a good time when anybody gets shot. To be honest with you, I mean, unless they're a really horrible person,
I
like a
don't-
child molester or a rapist.
I
or something,
wasn't-
I have no problem you shooting them.
I wasn't upset when I learned in history class that Hitler shot himself in the face. Like, you know what? Good on him.
Allegedly.
Yeah, he's around in Brazil apparently.
I was not.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's around now, but he could have possibly made it to Brazil.
Yeah. He got around. He had means. He had a whole army. He could figure something out. Someone give me a ride.
Yeah. I'm gonna take this Panzer over here, okay?
Well, I said it earlier, but basically every Rocky movie,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
got to overcome and become better and eat raw eggs and
Punch meat.
yeah, run up a bunch of stairs in
Yeah.
Philadelphia.
The courthouse.
Mhm.
I would say the movie The Rookie with
Dennis Quaid.
Des Quaid, but unfortunately that one was short-lived. Like at the end of the movie, he ends up, getting called up to the Devil Rays at the time. But what the movie doesn't say is that 2 years later he blows out his shoulder again and never plays. Like, it was kind of
minor
just kind
detail.
of a good, yeah, minor detail.
Was that based on a true story? Did like some
It
guy
was.
actually? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, he was a closer for the Rays.
I did not know that. I don't follow a lot of baseball.
I don't think a lot of people do.
I think a
No,
lot of people do.
No, a lot of people do.
It's America's pastime. Are you kidding me?
I know.
It's America's best pastime to pass the fuck out. I cannot watch baseball.
Jeez. Wow.
I've been to Shea
Oh,
Stadium and I almost fell
here.
asleep in the stadium.
Here we go. Early Shia LaBeouf, greatest game ever played,
Mhm.
where he wins the U.S. Open.
Oh yeah.
At what is it, like 18, maybe 19?
At that time, yeah.
Yeah, it was right.
Well, I mean,
after
I think
Bulls or
his
something like that.
character was too. I think he was probably
Hmm.
like, he was still an amateur, but I think he was out of school. I think
Mhm.
he was like college age.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how Hollywood does, We'll reverse your age a little bit.
Yeah.
It's like 21 Jump Street, we'll just bring you back a little bit. You play.
Oh, you're 22. No, your character's 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old is the part of brother? Because I'm young. I'm tall, but I look young. You know what he says to me? 11. I'm 11.
11.
I'm 25 years old. Why do you call me in?
Did
Well,
Disney
wasn't
Channel?
Rachel McAdams in Mean Girls, like she was like almost 30 or like 30 in Mean Girls?
Well, I mean, think of everybody that was in like the original 90210.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Luke Perry was not 16 or 15 years old.
Shane
They
Doherty
showed
was
him
going
when they
through
were-
menopause during that show.
I don't know if it was that far along, but she was definitely,
She had her AARP card.
No, she got that from Charmed.
Oh, God. Oh, there was I was thinking Seabiscuit. That's one I was thinking of.
Ooh.
Mm.
You never saw it, did you?
No, I saw the Tobey Maguire zebra one, where he answers the Downs race. Can't remember what that one's called.
The zebra?
What was the one with Viggo Mortensen where they did the desert race?
Oh, not Sahara. That's the one with Matthew McConaughey. I know what you're talking about. So it's basically like he brings his American Mustang to Saudi
Yeah.
Arabia to compete with those Arabian horses, and he winds up winning.
Right.
It's actually pretty. It sounds like a boring movie because it's like a 3-day race. Like you have to make it to checkpoints, and that's where you can get water and sleep and all that kind of stuff. But it's very interesting. There's a scene where like a swarm of locusts start flying towards Viggo Mortensen, and he's like, "We don't have to deal with this in Wyoming. I'm not really sure what to do." So him and the horse just like lay down, put a cover over them, and then they wake up. Like it's been like a day and a half since he had food along with the horse, so he just starts eating the dead locusts that
Right. Yeah.
fell
yeah.
upon him.
He rescues that one guy from the quicksand.
Yep,
Either the guy, I can't remember if it was a guy and the horse or just a guy.
I can't remember either.
But it's Hidalgo, 2004.
Yeah, it was actually a really good movie. I liked it.
Remember when quicksand was a thing?
Yeah,
TV. I think Gavin and I are about to say the same thing. Like TV shows and cartoons from when we were a kid made quicksand like more prevalent than it actually is. Like I was gonna find it in my backyard or something. Like watch out for quicksand. Or like one time you step into sugar sand. You're like, oh no, oh wait, it's just regular sand.
Now sinkholes is another thing around here. That's a true thing that happens actually.
But that's instant.
Yeah, you're not gonna know if it happens. You're gonna fall down.
The Adventures of Young James Bond didn't have sinkholes. Or Johnny Quest wasn't like worried about the road falling off in front of him.
Well, here's one for you: The Goonies.
Ooh.
They'd overcome a bunch to try to save their houses.
Yeah.
Hey, you got.
You get to see young Thanos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would have thunk it?
Zip it, One Eye Willie.
You're gonna play two major Marvel characters in your future.
Do you like being rich? Because you're about to be.
You're gonna. Josh Brolin's in the new Running Band too. That's something
Yeah, I
I'm
saw
I'm
that.
excited to see for next year.
Yeah, I just watched that actually.
Is it good?
Oh, actually, yeah, no, that's already out now, right?
Yeah, it's on Plex.
It's on Plex. Oh,
Yeah.
well, already.
So was Now You See Me, Now You Don't. That was good. I enjoyed that.
Okay. I got a couple to watch when I get home.
Yep.
Yep.
And the new Knives Out is on there.
Ooh, okay.
That one I was like, I didn't fully finish to had it on at work, but just I started, so I had it on the background, so I gotta start it back over again and just see how I feel about it. It has a completely different feel from the other two.
Okay. I sent you guys a trailer for this movie, but there's a movie coming out in May next year called The Sheep Detectives.
Yes, that's stupid.
This movie looks fucking awesome. It's a sheep herder gets murdered, so the sheep have to go solve the murder. And the reason why they think they can do this, one, it's cartoony, they're animated, but like apparently Hugh Jackman, who's playing the sheep herder, would just read them mystery novels like on the daily. So they spent years learning how to think like a detective. It's adorable. I'm gonna go see this movie. You two bastards can sit home.
When I first started seeing it, I thought of that stupid movie that I mean, no, not stupid. It's I believe it was Coen Brothers that did it with George Clooney, The Men Who Stare at
I was
Goats.
just about to go, is this
Yeah.
a sequel to that movie? It gave me the Dimop, so that means one day I will die.
Yes. Well, another one I was thinking of when you talk about overcoming stuff is that Into the Wild, based off that true story, the Emil Hirsch movie.
Never saw it.
Where he plays, based off a true story where it's the kid that basically just he's came from a decent family, like a decent well-off family. They're not super rich, but they're comfortable. And he just basically gets in this mode where he went to college. He was going to go to, or he graduated college. I think he was going to be going to grad school or something, or his next stage, whatever. That would be a doctor or lawyer or something. I can't remember, but he ends up saying it basically gets in this whole thing like, I don't want materials in my life. I don't want to be dependent on this. I just want to, live off the earth and blah, blah, blah. So he gets rid of his car and cuts up his credit cards and cashes out all his money in his bank account and basically gives it to some charity, I think, if I remember correctly. And then his whole thing is he wants to end up in Alaska and live in Alaska. And then his whole thing is he's basically hitchhiking, traveling, slowly getting to Alaska, but all the places he stops in, meets all these people, and some, gets odd jobs to stay alive and, pay for herself. And but everybody he meets kind of has, it's like a piece of the journey. Like somebody knows something that he's going to need for when he gets there, but he just happens to accidentally run into them. And basically, bottom line is he gets to Alaska and he's doing well at the beginning. He finds his bus in the middle of nowhere. There's just broken down, abandoned bus, like a school bus. And he basically uses that to live in. Well, then the winter comes because he gets there in summertime or spring. And he messes up how he killed his one animal and he gets all flies on it. So, and then, it's dead winter. So there's almost nothing there. The river's frozen over and he can't find food. And he's got his book on, types of berries and stuff to eat, and he grabs one. He thinks he got the right one. Well, he picks the wrong one, and it's a poisonous one that basically what it does is it
like empties out all of his fluids through his butthole.
But not just that. I'm sure that happened, but it stops you from being able to ingest anything.
Oh.
So every time he tries to drink water, it comes right back up.
Oh.
And he basically just dies. Yeah.
No.
But it's based off a true story, but the whole time he was like carving stuff, and I can't remember. I'm assuming they actually found him in real life, but it was Sean Penn directed that.
Oh,
and it is based off a true story, so that's a good movie. But as far as like getting to a journey, having a purpose, he got there. He just didn't do too well once he got there.
Secret Life of Walter Mitty could be, basically the same thing.
Yep.
Trying to track down again Sean Penn.
Penn's everywhere, man.
I know.
Spicoli.
The movie when you said he finds a bus in the woods and starts living. It reminded me of another movie. It doesn't really fit the bill for what we're talking about now, but the movie Black Sheep with Chris Farley. He finds a survivalist living in the bus in the middle of the
Oh,
woods.
yeah.
I don't
It's a
know.
slightly different movie. But
Yeah. Oh, what's
that
the
was
movie with-
that was Gary Busey, wasn't
yes,
think so,
yeah.
it?
What's the Chris Farley movie with Matthew Perry? I always want to say Almost Famous, but I know that's not right. Almost Heroes. It's where they're like trying to beat Lewis and Clark to the West Coast.
I
Never
don't
seen
think I
that movie?
actually watched that.
It's pretty funny. Then again, I saw it when I was a kid. They actually beat Lewis and Clark to the coast because Chris Farley gets picked up by a bald eagle and then it drops him off into the Pacific Ocean.
I didn't know Chris Farley. I don't remember Chris Farley ever doing a movie with Matthew Perry.
Yep.
Yeah,
Called
same.
Almost Heroes.
I'll take your word for it on this one.
But Lewis and Clark see Chris Farley coming out of the ocean and they're like, oh shit, they beat us. And they just turn right back around and start walking back.
Well, see you later. Big guy, huh? See you later.
Yeah, big guys, huh?
All right, so let's talk real quick. What about because we have about I think like about 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's talk about personally real quick. You got anything you're looking forward to for this year, or any resolutions or goals?
Yeah, probably just personal with work stuff. Trying to get a little farther there. Maybe do a little more. Definitely do a little more traveling this year. I feel like I had that on the bucket or the docket last year and just did not take advantage of it. So we're gonna definitely do that this year. Some movies I'm looking forward to coming out. I wish I had already seen this one because it was supposed to come out in October, but no. The new Mortal Kombat.
Comes out in
and
March now, I think.
Obviously, Spaceballs 2.
Yep.
Which I don't know if they have that for 2026 or 2027 release date.
I want to, for some reason, I want to say 2027.
Yeah, so do
That's
I.
what I'm thinking too.
But I want to say it's earlier 2027. I don't think.
Yeah.
I
like
don't think they've
January,
started
February.
shooting yet. I think they're still in like the pre-production stage.
Pre-production probably.
Yeah, because they don't even have any kind of teaser or anything
No.
for it. Or the only teaser they had was just that scrolling thing.
Yeah.
that they did.
Yeah.
Very nice. But you don't want to watch Sheep Detectives? Come on, man.
He'll
Pass.
probably watch it. Does he want to? Is a different story.
Yeah.
Will he pay money for
Oh,
it?
I wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No.
I will be in the theater watching that movie.
No. I will be in the. I'm trying to think of what there was something coming out that I wanted to see that I will go to the theater for.
I'm sure the new Mortal Kombat that goes in
Oh
theaters.
yeah,
I'll watch
but well, see, for me though, like, I mean, I enjoyed the original one,
the one from '97.
yeah,
Yeah, me too.
and I saw it in the theater, but like those movies, I can wait for that to come out. Like, I don't really see the need to spend $85 between a popcorn soda and a ticket to go see something that I like them, but I'm not in like with them that much, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
To where I want to spend that kind of money, unless it was like a date or
I love
something
you,
where the
sweetie.
girl's like, let's go see Mortal Kombat. And I'm like, okay, I'll go then.
Yeah, it's a real
Sweetie,
date
I don't
night
have to
movie.
like you right now.
Yeah. I like you, I'm just not in like with you. Really focused on my career right now.
Yeah.
I personally, I want to go, I want to try to commit to golfing more.
Mm.
Because that's a goal I can try to work on. It's not something
Yeah.
that I'm trying to stop doing.
Yeah. Well, I would love to too, but the off season here in Florida, I refuse to play in because it's the off season. But you will go out there in jeans and play in the off season.
I'll go in there in a black hazmat suit and play
Exactly.
mid-July at 1 p.m.
Oh, I think I just threw up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
Gavin will join me.
I'll play all day in June and July. I don't care.
Yeah.
I like
They
the one
make
where
They make enough beer for me to do it.
You can still play in the morning. You could still get a 7 a.m. tee.
I would love to, but those are booked like 6 spots out.
No.
No, they're
You
not.
can't- No, you can't even book out on it. Most golf courses
Yeah.
like until like 2
2
weeks or
weeks, yeah.
something. So you just got to wait till that day. It's like
At
it opens
midnight.
Monday and you're like, all right, log on.
I loved it when we played Buffalo Creek in January. I thought that was a great time.
Unless it's a course that it's a public course, but also has memberships.
Mhm.
Because usually guarantee the early spots to the members. Like they'll let them hold the spot early.
Yeah, like if I ever wanted to pay $500 to play at Feather Sound Country Club, I would have to get whatever the
Well,
times the members don't want.
Not even that one, but like you can join, like you could be a member at what's the one I'm thinking of, like Clearwater, I
Broadmoor?
think. Or you can be a member of Bardmore. You can be a member. At,
They have the PDD, the player development, or the PDP player development program, and that's and I think Mangrove has that now too, where you can book like up to 3 weeks in advance.
yeah. But so there's some, but if you go to like Mainlands or something,
Yeah,
as long as you get on there early enough, you can just or log on early enough as soon as it's
Yep.
time's open.
Mainlands, Largo Golf Course,
Yep.
East Bay.
yeah.
Yep.
Chi-Chi.
Cha-chi.
Don't you dare sully me with that.
That's where I learned to play golf, which makes sense because you've seen me play golf.
Well, it's also a golf school.
Oh, really? I did not
Yeah,
attend
that's-
class.
Yeah.
That's why they don't sell
Which is why you
alcohol
play
and
the
there's no
game.
cart girl.
What about you?
Patrick.
I'm actually in the same boat as Gavin. I am getting into a new phase of my career starting in early January. I'm very happy about that. Thank you both very much. So I am not like leaving completely the supermarket job that I have, but I am dialing it back just to 1 day a week, at least for a few months, just to see what this new position, like what the hours are, what I feel like at the end of the day, what my finances look like, because this is a healthy move up in my career after the back step that I had a couple of years ago. So I really want to focus on that, make sure I'm doing a really good job and see where I can go in this new organization. And I do want to, I haven't seen my brother since 2015, and him and his wife have two COVID babies, essentially. They got married in 2004, and ever since like the honeymoon, they've been trying to have kids. Like they've been going to doctors, they've been apparently working at it and all this kind of stuff. They were trying to get the money for in vitro to go through that way.
I'm not laughing
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the
yeah.
complication. I just the way you said that.
Yes, I understand.
Working at it. I'm like, we know what you're
Yeah. But lockdown happened, and now they have two kids. So I really
They
want to.
got locked down.
Yeah. So I really want to go see. I haven't met my niece and nephew in Seattle, so I really want to go out there. I've got friends in Massachusetts that I saw 3 years ago. I really want to go see them again. Yeah, I just because of the financial constraints I've been under for a while now, I haven't been able to really do any traveling that I really wanted to do. So I would really like to get back on a plane, and just go see my brother, go see my friends, maybe go back home to Long Island for a little bit. I don't know. But once again, I think right now the priority has to be this new job. Like I really need to make sure I'm doing well at this one. I really want this one to last.
That's good. It's a good priority to have. I got the job. Now I want to keep it.
Yeah, I want to. Yeah, I like money. I have some over my fridge. I'd like to make more of it.
So it's not really, I don't like you, I don't do resolutions. I never saw the point. It just makes the failing a little bit more harder. Like I'm going to start this on January 1 in March. Like, oh, well, shit, I'm not doing this anymore. If I'm going to make a change in my life, it doesn't need to be January 1st. It can like, you know what, today it's March 17th. I'm going to, try and cut back on smoking, maybe switch back over to the vape. Like January 1st, just if I'm going to make a change, it doesn't need to be the new year.
Well, it's just always been because it's a fresh start. It's a brand new year. That's why people. It's human beings' mentality.
Yeah.
They think, okay, it's like it's
Clean
starting
slate.
over. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's starting over. We changed reels.
Yeah.
Now it's time for Act 2, and we can do whatever we want. So that's why I think
Yeah.
that's generally why.
And I
people
mean
do
that makes sense. It's just not the way I think. Like you've been listening to this podcast since we started. Obviously, I think a little bit up compared to most people.
No.
But yeah, I've never been a big resolution guy. Like if I'm going to make a change, it's going to be when I want it, not just because January 1st rolled around.
I got to go. And the other thing too is if I were to make because in the past I have done that. I stopped doing it many, many years ago because I hated the term too. But I found it also if I was going to make a quote unquote resolution and start on January 1st, not tell anybody until I accomplish the goal. Because let's say January, let's say you said, hey, I'm going to lose 20 pounds, 30, whatever it may be. and then you just stop going to the bar
Mm.
and you tell everybody, hey, I'm just taking a break from everything. And then you come back a couple months later, you
Mm.
still talk to them on the phone and stuff.
Mm.
And you come in like, wow, what happened? Well, I decided January 1st I was going to lose weight. And then you've already done it. That's when I say it's good because to your point, like it makes the failing portion of it or not accomplishing it. Well, you said you were going to do this.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
every year they're like, don't say you're going to do a resolution. We know you ain't going to follow through.
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
have something that I will follow through on. It's not even a resolution, it's a goal.
Hmm.
I am going to buy a spice rack. I have not owned a spice rack in years, and I can
You
do that.
madman.
I know. I'm getting crazy this year. 2026 is going to be wild.
It's gonna be filled with oregano and cinnamon.
Don't forget the turmeric.
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Don't forget
rosemary.
turmeric.
You're Italian, so you need like a buttload of bay leaves. So.
Hey,
Garlic.
Tony's gonna be a big dill.
Ba-dum-bum.
I'll let myself out.
Yeah. And your mic's down. Oh, I can't turn your mic off now. Damn it.
That's right. I have the power today.
How dare you?
I know how to edit, Kevin. You will not be heard.
All of a sudden it's like, well, his audio on his always down. It'll be like that version on YouTube I was watching of that movie.
Oh yeah.
Every 15 minutes just go out. Yeah, so if you can read lips, kids, that's it. But I think we're getting close to time, so I think we should
Yeah.
go and wrap it up, say our goodbyes for the new year. But yeah, 2025. It's been a little crazy for some.
Yeah.
It's been a little fun for some. We've had a lot of fun doing this, and
But,
we'll continue to look forward to 2026.
It can only go up, honestly.
Yep. So thank you guys so much for joining us for the year of 2025. Let's just say that. This is our final.
It was a thing that happened.
Yes, it was a thing that happened.
It was, yeah.
Yes. So yeah, thank you guys again. We look forward to 2026. We will see you next year. But until then, for Movie Talks and Chill, Happy New Year. And we are your hosts. I'm
Merry
Tony
New
Brown.
Year.
I'm Gavin Butts.
I'm Patrick Wall.
All right, man. Take care. There's that close of.
Buying you a nose hair trimmer for Christmas.
Cool. Hey, stay on for a minute.